Hey guys, it's Grace again with Rideout Reviews, and today I am reviewing what everybody has been talking about on Facebook and social media, which is the Netflix original Love is Blind, the next new fun reality romance show. So, this show is about singles who want to be loved for who they are rather than what they look like. They have been signed up for a less conventional approach to modern dating, really a social experiment to see if love is truly blind. So, really, the only cast that I can say that are in this is Nick Lachey and Vanessa Lachey because they are the host, and then we just have a bunch of random people trying to date. Okay, so didn't have super high expectations for this because, first off, come on, it's reality TV, so you kind of know what you're getting into with that. But since everybody was talking about it, and I have all this extra time now that I'm not having to go to work right now with COVID-19, I was like, well, might as well binge watch this and see what all the hype is about. And wow, this was just really dumb, if I have to be honest. I mean, I am a sucker for reality TV. I do get sucked into that, and it does, you do want to keep watching to see what's going to happen. But the whole time, I remember I was just telling my husband, I was like, this is so dumb. This is so dumb. But I will say there are a couple things that I did like about it. First off, it was very intriguing, especially in the beginning where they showed, the pods that they had to talk in when they were doing their blind dates and whatnot. So it was really cool just to see that environment and to see how people would open up more whenever you can't actually see the other person. But dude, it just got crazy. It really did. There's really not any other good. Maybe one good would be just being able to see just the social aspect of all of it, where, whenever they did get out of the isolation and then they went back into their real lives, I guess it was interesting just to see how that developed and see how their family reacted and whatnot. Other than just the entertainment value, there really wasn't a lot of good about the show. Okay, so on to the bad. Like I said, it was just dumb. Okay, definitely reality TV. For anyone that's watched it, all I have to say is one name, which is Jessica. I mean, come on. And honestly, though, like, I feel bad for the chick because, reality TV, we all know that it just makes you look one way. And maybe it's your true colors. Maybe it's just the way that the show wanted to paint you so that you could have dynamics of characters and whatnot. But, girl, I hope that you learned a lot about yourself through this and you kind of, have been working on yourself a little bit. Also, I really didn't like that it pushed the idea of living together before they got married. It was very, very hyper focused on you have to live together. You have to practice or try out being married before you get married. And, you guys know, Paul and I, we're Christians, and we don't live by a lot of the world standards. And so, again, I know I should expect it because it's reality TV and whatnot, but it just stinks that we had to, we have to continue to see that worldly view of marriage and just the necessity to live together. I don't know. It just really annoyed me, to be honest with you, that they did that. Also, they didn't really show much on, like, the wedding planning stuff, which, again, is just crazy that they were planning a wedding after, 6 weeks of knowing each other. But I really missed some of the development in that. Like, they just talked about a lot of stuff, but then they never actually showed, the process of it. So, it just, after a few episodes, it just started feeling like it was just very repetitive and just, I don't know. It was just kind of cringeworthy, but somehow I still wanted to watch it, and that's reality TV for you. It just sucks you in, and you want to see what happens. So, the last thing I didn't like is, I like Nick Lachey and Vanessa Lachey, and they were the host of the show, but they were, barely there. They barely popped up, and when they did, they literally said the same thing over and over. This is a social experiment, and at the end of this, will we find out if love is blind? And I'm like, oh my gosh, you can't come up with any other lines to be able to say? We get what this is about. Give us something else. Oh, man. So as you can imagine, my rating's probably not going to be very high. thinking I'm going to go with the 1.5 out of 5 R's. Very low rating. Literally, as soon as I watched the last episode, I yelled to my husband in the other room, and I was like, this was a total waste of my time. But it wasn't, because you guys, I know that you want these reviews, and so I'm very glad that I watched it so that I can tell you guys and tell you, you don't need to watch it. It's not really worth your time. If you want to, then hey, you know, whatevs. But there are so many other wonderful things to watch in the world other than this really silly reality TV show. Is it redeemable? Absolutely not. I mean, there's really not any redeeming qualities in this, unless you want to look at what not to do. Maybe that's a redeeming quality. Yeah, guys, that's really all I have for you on this one. Let me know what you guys thought. If you just thought it was so super awesome, put it in the comments. Maybe who was your favorite couple? That is one thing I forgot to say. There was one really cute couple, and I'm really glad they made it. You know, that was really the bright side in all of this. So let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss out on any of our content. And like this video for me. Even though we didn't like the movie, we can still like the review, right? All right, until next time, I hope you guys have a fantastic week and keep watching movies.